Hi, my name is Michelle Crow, and I'll be reading you part of my story. When it didn't end that night, what followed? The night didn't end when the sun came up. It followed me. It followed me into the quiet mornings, into the long days where I kept myself moving so I didn't have to feel it catching up. I stayed busy. I went back to school. I worked more than one job. I homeschooled my children. There was always something that needed done, and I made sure of it. Because if I stopped, even for a moment, the anger was still there. And it wasn't loud. It didn't always look like anger. Sometimes it looked like exhaustion. Sometimes it looked like distance. Sometimes it looked like doing everything for everyone else and still feeling like no one really saw me. I allowed others to take advantage of my good intentions. I allowed others to say horrible things to me. I allowed others to say horrible things about me. Even though, if I'm honest now, there probably were people trying to love me. But when you're carrying something you've never said out loud, it builds a wall that even love struggles to get through. Somewhere in all of that, my relationship with God changed too. I didn't lose it, but it didn't feel the same. I know God knew my heart, but I didn't always know how to bring it to Him anymore. And then my dad passed away, and with him went the chance to ever tell him what really happened. There are things we carry that don't always stay in the moment. They ripple outwards into relationships, into how we're seen, and into how we're understood. And when the truth is never spoken, those ripples don't always land where they should. I didn't know how to move forward. My anger took an even darker turn. There was a point, one I don't talk about easily, where I didn't want to keep going at all. I came closer than I ever should have, and somehow I was stopped before I could follow through. The quiet ways it showed up. After that, it didn't just stay in my thoughts. It started showing up in other ways too. I was fighting depression, even if I didn't always call it that out loud. I began coping in silence, eating when no one could see me, hiding it, carrying it the same way I carried everything else, quietly, because that is how it had become. Everything heavy was handled alone. And sometimes when the weight had nowhere else to go, it came out in ways I didn't understand. Moments where I would break when no one was around, crying, screaming into the night, turning the pain inward, even against myself, because I didn't know where else to put it. There were still days I didn't want to leave the house, days where just existing felt like more than I could carry. But the world doesn't always slow down for things no one can see. There were expectations, responsibilities, roles I was supposed to fill. And I don't think my partner understood. Not really. Not what it felt like to be inside of it. Not what I had lost. Not what I was still trying to survive. And I didn't have the words to explain it, so I kept going. Because stopping didn't feel like an option, even when I didn't know how to keep going. There are parts of our story that don't end when the moment is over. They echo in the way we move, in the way we cope, in the things we hide, even from ourselves. For a long time, this was where I lived, not in what happened, but in everything that followed it. And if you had looked at my life from the outside, you might have seen someone holding it all together. But inside, I was still trying to survive something no one else could see. To be continued, where I am now. If you're reading this and finding pieces of yourself in my story, please know you are not alone. There are people who care, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, You don't have to carry everything by yourself. If you're struggling, please reach out to someone you trust or call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. There is still a way forward, even if you can't see it yet. Thank you for listening.